But I promise we're going to go through all this stuff in July Coach Basics. Okay. So don't feel like you're just like, this is it, I quit already. Because I promise we're not gonna leave you high and dry. But this is good stuff tonight, and it'll be stuff that you'll go back and reference. And basically, we're gonna take you through like looking at your Coach Online Office, setting up your EFT so that when you start earning commission, that it'll go to your bank account. We're going to show you what your Coach ID is, talk to you about the training group and launching your business and all that stuff. So, like I said, it's kind of a lot, but we will we'll guide you through it. I promise. So what I'm going to do first, guys, is I'm going to mute you so that you can, because the background noise kind of messes it up for other people. So I'm going to mute you, but at the bottom, there's a chat bar with like a little message sign. If you need to ask questions or stop me or something, you can use that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to share my screen first of all. But first, let me say welcome. We're super excited that you are here, that you have decided to become a coach on either my team or Timmy's team. If you don't know me, I guess I need to let Timmy introduce herself too. But I'm Rachel Mitchell. I am a Diamond coach, Beachbody coach. I've been a coach for almost 2 years now. And so I am the coach, the lead coach, I guess, for Team Take Heart. And that is my team. Timmy is on here as well. Her team is called Team Sweet Life, I think. Is that right? Did I say that right? And we don't really we've never met in person, but we're about to. So I'm going to let Timmy just introduce herself real quickly before we keep going.
Same thing. I am a Diamond coach, and I've been a coach since January 2015. I signed up as one of those people that I just wanted the discount on Shakeology. And after being invited to an opportunity call and those sneak peeks that we do, I just thought, hey, if they can do it, I can do it too. So it's just really about connecting and wanting to help others. So that makes me excited about it.
Yeah. I didn't expect to be leading like team calls or anything. I will be honest. Like, I just wanted the discount and to maybe help a couple people. Like, I had been helped. I had no intentions of being a coach. So I'll just put that out there right now. But I love it. It's fulfilling, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful to God that I did decide to do it. It's a game changer for me. Okay. So before we get started, let me tell you, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to take you guys to, and if you can't see my screen, I need somebody to tell me. But first, we're going to go to our Coach Online Office, which is kind of where our business happens, okay? And that is, if you go to Team Beachbody, how did I get here? Okay, can you guys see my screen? Yeah, okay. If you go to teambeachbody.com, and what you will do is you'll log in to your account. I'm already logged in, but you just log in with the username and password that you created whenever you signed up. And you'll go to coach, and my thing may be about to be funny. And then normally it'll pull up Coach Online Office, but you're going to go to Coach Online Office. And this is your business center, okay? So this is where, you will check so many things. But first, I'm going to start with up here on the left, your Coach ID, which is what you will need. You will use this a lot. You'll use it for everything, for modifying your Shakeology order, for sending people challenge pack links, for all kinds of things. You need to know your Coach ID. It took me a while to memorize mine, but I had it. Just write it on a Post-it note, put it on your computer, write it in your planner, whatever you have to do. Make sure you have access to that and you have it somewhere. So you can set up your websites as a coach, and I definitely recommend doing this as a new coach. I honestly don't really use these sites that much, but when you log into your Beachbody website, definitely update your picture and your story and your bio there, because that will make a difference later on. But that's also where sometimes you'll send people. But you have these websites. You have your Beachbody Coach, your Shakeology site, and I don't really use either one of those, I'll be honest. But you can put your picture there, update your phone number and stuff. But whenever you log into your Team Beachbody account, that first page is where I would definitely definitely update your information and put a picture and everything. And I can show you guys how to do that more clearly. But that's one of the first things that you're going to do. And so it's your website. Anybody that goes through you to sign up as a customer. So my website is teambeachbody.com/JanssenRK. That's my username. So yours would be whatever your username is that you created whenever you created your account. If let's see, if they're already a coach they're not working with, people can switch to you to make you. You'll find as you start to have conversations with people and invite people to challenge groups, people may already have a Beachbody account, which means that Beachbody has given them a coach. But if they're not actively working with someone, which a lot of people are not, then they can switch and make you their coach. So that's some of you may have had that same instance with me as your coach. But like I said, I don't use these websites that I'm scrolling over right now. I don't use them at all, to be honest. I usually send somebody a direct link to a challenge pack or something because it's all about customizing and having conversations and making sure that you connect someone with the correct challenge pack that's going to work for them. I honestly never, ever give somebody my website and say, here, go look around. I may have done that in the beginning, but I don't do it now because that just kind of they're lost. You guys probably know if you've ever surfed through Beachbody's website, there's so much information, so many programs. Like people just don't know where to start. And that's why we coach. We're here to help them. So I don't ever just send them to my website. But you can definitely update those in the beginning right now. Your Coach ID, like I said, you'll need it for everything. Under your Coach ID, it'll tell your current rank. Mine is a Diamond Coach. Yours should say Coach. It should be, your status should be active. So in order to be active, you have to have 50 PV or like $50 worth of purchases that month, either yourself or someone under you who has purchased with you as their coach, your coach as their coach. Your upline sponsor should either say myself or Timmy, and your upline diamond coach should be one of us as well. And your upline star diamond coach is our coach, Melanie Mitro, since we're both still diamond coaches. So if you haven't already had a call with myself or with Timmy, reach out to one of us to set up that your new coach call. This is a kickoff call for this group in general, but we definitely want to talk to you guys one-on-one so that we can kind of figure out what your goals are for coaching and make sure that we provide the right support for you to go in that direction. We call it a getting started right call. The alert section. Now, this is very important. This is kind of as you coach and you find new challengers, sign up coaches, whatever it may be, this is where you will get alerts for your business. If you're talking to a potential customer who signs up with you as their coach, you will get a notification right here where it says you have new customers. This is where you'll see them become your customer, and you can click on that. And so, for example, Ashley, I don't know if Ashley's on here. Excuse me. She signed up tonight through my site, and it has all her information. It'll show her order history here. She signed up as a coach, so it's not, you can't really see her order. But for example, Julie Carver ordered Shakeology. And so you can see all your new customers and their orders right there. Going back to the homepage in that alert section, as you sign up new coaches, so Ashley signed up as a new coach, I have one notification that I have a new personally sponsored coach, and emails as well. So that is where you will find all that information. It's really, I check my Coach Online office every single day just to see what, if people have purchased a challenge pack, if I've helped them, and if new coaches have actually signed up. And so I always check the alert section every day. Over here on the right is where you will find coach breaking news. And this is definitely something I try to check daily as well. This is where we'll find out about challenge pack sales, Success Club, incentives. We have a weekly national wake up call. This NWC is on Monday mornings. And that's something that I always listen to. So I either listen to it on podcast or while I'm sitting at my computer here. But it's just really good to keep up with what's going on in the news archive. And it's nothing like you don't have to sit there and read through pages and pages. It's usually very quick updates. But one of the first things that I want us to do, and if you're sitting at your computer and you want to do this while I show you, that's a good idea. But one of the first things, most of the things that you're going to do in your Coach Online office are going to have to do with the My Business tab. And so this little box right here, oh, let me show you this. This is where you modify your Shakeology order as well. So that's really important. If you want to change your Shakeology order, the flavor, or change the ship date or something, you do that right here where it says click here. And this box is your Success Club qualification. That's going to show as you help people each month, it's going to update it. People who order challenge packs, that's going to be reflected here, but I'm not going to go into that too much. Most of the things you're going to do is under My Business. The first thing I want you to do is go to My Business and My EFT Management, and that is where you will set up your direct deposit. And so that's really important, because if you don't, they'll send you a paper check, and a paper check can take up to 3 weeks to get to your house. As well, they take out a percentage of it because they actually have to print the paper check. So definitely I would set up your EFT so that it's direct deposited. And we get paid on Thursdays. Our weeks go from Thursday to Wednesday. So when the week starts over every Thursday, that's when we earn our commission. And it's a week behind. So, but you want to definitely update that as well. And also under My Business is your genealogy. So like as you gain personally sponsored coaches, you can go here to see them. And this is going to look like gibberish to you. So don't feel like you have to understand that. But that is where you will see as you get new coaches, you can look and check there as well. It's also under My Business is where you will find your customers. And so this is a list of all my customers. And so that is important. So when you need to check on someone's information or something, orders, when someone orders, whether it's your personal orders, you want to see what you ordered and maybe track a shipment, or your customer orders, that's where you'll find it under My Business. And so you can see there, these are the people that have ordered through me. And a very exciting part under My Business is your commissions. You can go there and check your commissions, your weekly commissions. It'll show there. So the My Business section is definitely very important. As far as the videos, Tammy, I can't ever find the videos. Do you know where those are at? Hold on just a second. I gotta unmute you.
It's under, let me make your screen bigger so I can see. Isn't it under sales and marketing?
Sales and marketing, okay.
And then, is it business tools?
Business tools? I always forget where that's at.
I know, because I've saved them.
Videos. There they are. Yep, there they are. Okay. The video library section is, it's a really good place to, as you see over here, you can watch videos about everything. So like, I have a really, really, really awesome friend who's a coach of mine, and like her first 2 or 3 months, she just went through the video library and just every day she would watch like one video, and she learned so much. And so you can learn about the challenge packs, the different challenge packs and what come in them. You can learn about Shakeology, you can learn about programs, about training, success stories. These are really good things to share with people. So like if you have somebody who maybe is interested in 22-minute hardcore and you want to share a success story or talk about one, you can find information there. Shakeology, you can find Shakeology recipes. You can find, just information about the product, about what's in it. Let's see, Beachbody Challenge. That talks about what a Beachbody Challenge is, but you can find all these videos on these different programs. This is really important. Like as a new coach, I didn't know about all the different programs that Beachbody had. I just knew about the 21-day fix. And so I had to educate myself on the other programs, because obviously not everybody's going to do the 21-day fix. And so I had to kind of familiarize myself with some of these programs so that I could make suggestions for new challengers. So that's a really good place to do that. And you can actually share this video and just copy the link. And when you do, you see there it has Jansen RK at the end. It actually connects my coaching account to the video, so that when I send it to someone and maybe they create an account, when they look at it, it will automatically make me their coach. So I just copy that link and I send it to someone. And I do that a lot when I'm in conversations with people. I'll make suggestions about programs that maybe they'll like, maybe the 21 Day Fix and maybe Focus T25. So I'll send them both videos and have them look at it and tell me what they think. So those videos are really important. You can definitely learn, like I said, just about all the different products. And it's a kind of a lifesaver. I mean, like, it's really good to go in here and just slowly watch some of the videos, especially Shakeology. You're going to get lots of questions about Shakeology. And so this is a really good tool to arm yourself with information about that. So that's videos. The next thing in your Coach Online office is news and training. This is so helpful. Like, this is so helpful. Beachbody has put together some really incredible training for coaches, and it's all broken down and simplified. And so, like, you guys obviously are new coaches, and as you rank advance, there's different training for you as you move along. So we'll just go under coaches right here. So they've always got these 4 tabs. And it tells you exactly what to do as a brand new coach. So, there are some coaches who sign up and maybe their upline is not very involved, or they just don't give them much direction, or they don't run a Coach Basics group. So, Beachbody basically just tells you what to do as a new coach, and we're going to go over all these things in Coach Basics, I promise. But basically, you're going to connect with people through social media. You're going to invite people to your challenge groups. Your goal, we're going to help you set a goal each month to help at least 3 new people with the challenge pack. Drink Shakeology and work out every day. Do your personal development, which is the compound effect that we're going to talk about. Enroll in Coach Basics with your upline sponsor. Listen to the National Wake Up Calls. So that's what you do as a brand new coach. Just those things. So if you're overwhelmed and you're ever like, what in the world do I do? Just come back to news and training and go to the coach tab, and there you go. This is Know This. Again, we're going to go through all of this stuff, talk about your Shakeology and challenge packs, and sharing your story, and not selling, but actually sharing your story. The Learn How tab is really where you find like your hard copy of resources. So like, for connecting with people, you got these PDFs you can print off. There's a contact list, a memory jogger, to help you kind of come up with a list of people to start inviting to your challenge groups. I'll just click on that. And we'll put these things too in the Coach Basics group for you to find. So this is just a memory jogger, just to kind of help you, start making a list of all the people that you maybe come in contact with in your life. How to build relationships. And I'll tell you guys, this is not just a sales opportunity. This is really about getting to know people, helping them once you figure out what their needs are, what their lifestyle is like, and really connecting them with the program that's going to work for them, and then investing in them through the challenge group. So this is what we call forming people. Just these are some questions that you can ask people. Start with their family, their occupation, what they do for fun. And then, it gives you some examples of messages to share with people. So I know this is a lot of information, but it's all really, really good information. This business activity tracker, you will hear us talk about it a lot, but again, it just basically lays out what we do every single day as a coach. And this is like for a week. So you can print this off, and every day, like I said, if you're lost, you're not really sure what you're supposed to be doing, just look at your business activity tracker. Drink your Shakeology and work out and post about it. Do your personal development. Let me see if I can find. Timmy, do you have the compound effect in front of you? I have it in a bag. I just don't have my bag with me. There it is. Can you guys see Timmy? Yeah, there it is. So it's the compound effect. If you don't have it, go ahead and get it. We will be talking about that a lot. So that's your personal development. That is you investing in you. And just learning the basic skills, business skills to become a coach. Staying connected, checking into Coach Basics, into your challenge groups, listening to the National Wake Up Calls. We will have a call for this group every Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time. So that is where Timmy and I will just kind of pour into you guys some more. We plan to start those calls with prayer and just help you guys, figure out what you need help with and answer your questions, because you're going to come into contact with people and have conversations with people, and you're not going to know how to answer their questions right away. I didn't anyways. And so that weekly call was where I really, kind of drilled my coach and said, how do I answer this question? Or what do I do with this person? What program should I suggest? So, those are definitely for you. Social media, we're going to suggest that you guys post 3 to 5 times a day on social media. This is not to be obnoxious or annoying, but it's for people to get to know you. One of those posts is going to be your workout post. You're going to start to share about Shakeology. You're going to invite to challenge groups, but we don't want you just to be Beachbody oriented. Actually, I don't really ever use hardly the word Beachbody, but people know what I'm about because I share on social media and they get to know us that way as coaches. Adding new contacts every day. We're going to, add 2 to 5 people every day. I've done this every day that I've been a coach, and I've been a coach for almost 2 years, and a lot of people have that question. Well, what happens when I run out of people to invite? You're not going to run out of people to invite. There are people, as long as people are being born and growing up and gaining weight, there's always going to be people who want to get healthy. So, but you definitely have to expand your contact list. And that is one way that we do it, by adding new contacts on social media. Inviting to a challenge group. Eventually, you guys will start to invite people to learn about the business opportunity, and follow up. Follow-up is so, so huge. So, this business activity tracker just gives you a step-by-step guide of things to do every single day. And honestly, guys, it looks maybe overwhelming now, but you can do these things in like an hour. We're going to talk about your power hour. And we're going to teach you how to do these things. So don't think that, you've got to take this list and just go with it. We're going to teach you how to do all these things in our Coach Basics group. So don't worry about that. Coaching codes. So once you get to, where is that link? Coaching codes. In there? Let's see. It would be, well, we're going to share it with you, but let me show you. I'll just show you right here. Coach Mobile. I use the Coach Mobile app to help people sign up with a challenge pack. And this is what it looks like. Basically, after you've been through a conversation with people and you figure out what program they want to use and what flavor of Shakeology, you can just put their email address in, pick that for them. So if they want to order the 21-day fix and a bag of chocolate Shakeology, you just click, and then you send them an email, and it's a link for them to enroll with you as their coach. It's very simple. And again, we'll go over that more in the Coach Basics groups, but that is one way that we help people get signed up with a challenge pack. The other way is with the Coach Link Generator. And this is where you would need your Coach ID. So you put your Coach ID in, and it generates all these links for these different programs. So say if Emily, you wanted to send your sister a link to the 21-day fix challenge pack to sign up, you just copy that link, send it to her, and it would automatically make you her coach when she ordered it, and you would get the commission and the Success Club points for that. So those are two ways that we actually generate links or get people signed up with challenge packs through and use with us as their coach. So they're not hard to use, and you can definitely, I actually just started using the Coach Mobile app. I don't know, Timmy, which one do you use the most? Let's see. There. Which one do you use, Timmy?
I just started using the mobile app more often. I was using the direct links, but then just because I hadn't really had experience with it, but now that I use it, it's like 3 clicks. Email, their package, and then Shakeology, and you just send it to them. And I say, I just sent it to you. Let me know if you don't get it. So it's really pretty easy. And especially I used it at first because someone that was older is not computer savvy. And so I was like, well, let me try this. And so since then, I've been using that.
Yeah. The Coach Mobile app is definitely the easiest, I think. And I honestly just started using it like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I just didn't use it. But that's how, but that's how we sign people up with challenge packs. We just have a conversation. And like I said, we'll talk about that and teach you guys how to do that and really figure out what program is best for them and answer their questions and answer their objections and handle those. And then when they're ready to order, The Coach mobile app or this Coach link generator is what we use. And we'll talk more about that in Coach Basics. But as far, oh gracious, I'm blown up here. Hold on just a second. Okay, let me close out all that. But as far as social media, so one of the things that we are going to talk to you a lot about is posting on social media. That is how we run our business. We post. People learn about what we're doing, about our challenge groups, about us through social media. So posting is kind of like the meat of what we do. You'll hear us talk. We're going to talk about the 4 vital behaviors. There's 4 now. That always confuses me. There were 3 for the longest time. But it's posting, being proof that the products work, which is through your post, inviting, investing in yourself through that personal development, the compound effect, which is what we're going to start with, and recognition is the 4th one. It's new. But so how do you build your Beachbody business? You do that essentially through posting and sharing on social media. And there's always this big question, do you do it through a like page or a personal page? I just use my personal page for the longest time. And we will suggest that you make it public, because if it's private, some people may not be able to find you. So say you have a really good inspirational post or a challenge group invite and somebody shares it with somebody else. If your profile is private, then those people cannot see what you have posted on social media. So I would definitely recommend making your profile public. That's the first thing. And at first I didn't really want to do that. Because all I posted on there was like pictures of my kids, and I wasn't comfortable. But I've not had a problem with it at all. I have, it's been public for 2 years now, and I've not had anything creepy or anything like that happen, because you can still kind of control who sees your page for the most part and who you friend. But there's no right or wrong way to build your business. You can start a like page if you want to. I don't know, Timmy, did you start one in the beginning? Hold on, I can't hear you. Here we go.
Had a page because when I baked, I posted pictures, and I turned it into teaching like how to make their treats, more healthier, and then it just went all the way.
Okay.
So I already had one. I didn't have a lot of people on it or anything, but I did have one that I used.
Okay. Well, let me just show you. So this is my personal page. This is just Rachel. It's the same thing that always has been. I have an image up at the top, and then a picture of me and my family. But my like page it's different because you can like sponsor ads on it. You can do lots of different things with it. See, it has me labeled as a public figure. And so it's up to you. Like if you're not comfortable using your personal page to run your business, you can start a like page for sure. But when you start a like page, you kind of have to start over. You have to, like with my personal page, I already had friends. I didn't have a lot of friends. I had less than 200 probably, but I didn't have, you have to start from scratch with a like page. So I definitely started with my personal page, and I just started adding contacts, like I said. So if you go, I did it lots of different ways, but if you scroll through, Facebook, they will suggest friends for you. They do it all over the place, but they'll do it down here on the right. Let's see, it's not showing right here, people you may know. And so I would just I just would go through all these people. I would check to see who we had mutual friends with, and I would choose 3 people every single day that I added as contacts on my personal page. And that is what I do every single day. I add 3 people to my contact list. And that's how I grow the number of people who see my posts and who I can start inviting to challenge groups. So if you want to create a like page, we can definitely show you how to do that. But I would definitely say don't dabble. Don't try to run your business on your like page and your personal page, or, I have Instagram and I do use it, but I don't use it a whole lot. But in the beginning, just pick one and stick with it. So the first thing that you're going to do as a new coach is launch your business. And you're going to do that through posting. You're going to post on your personal page. It's very exciting, but it's also a little bit scary. I'll be honest. It was for me in the beginning, but this is the start. Like, this is how you will start your business. You're going to post about what you're doing. You're going to share a picture of yourself. It can be a picture of you with your challenge pack that you got in, or it can be a picture, or you might have a before and after picture, transformation. It could just be a picture of you with your family, or you in your workout clothes. But in order to get this business started, you have to launch it. So if you think about, like, if you start a bricks and mortar business and you don't ever like advertise it or tell people that it's open, people are not going to know, and they're not going to come to your business. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, they probably need a shower. Okay. Anyways, so you've got to launch your business, and it can be a little bit scary, but you just got to, because without it, you just don't have a business. But Timmy and I are going to give you some examples next week. We start next Monday. I know it's the 4th of July, but we're not going to you don't have to really do anything. You're not going to launch your business on the 4th of July, probably Tuesday. But we're going to give you some examples of how to launch your business. We're going to give you wording, and we're really going to walk you through that. But you're going to include a picture. So my first chat for my coach announcement, I just said, hey, you guys may not have I shared my before and after picture. You guys may have noticed that I've been more into fitness. Maybe I've lost some weight, or I've been making some healthy changes. And I decided that I got started with the challenge group, and I decided I wanted to help people the way that my coach has helped me. And so I told a little bit of my story, and then I told people that my coach invited me to invite people to our next challenge group that starts on July 18th. And I can add 3 people to that group, and I want to help you get started and help you meal plan and start working out and just start making healthy changes. And I said, if you're interested in joining the group with me, message me or comment below. So that was my coach announcement. I told a little bit about my story. I included a picture, and I gave a call to action, invited them to the challenge group, shared the date with them. Your pictures. It definitely needs to include a picture of you with your face on the picture, because that's what people in this business, as a coach, people are drawn to you. They're drawn to your story. They're drawn to who you are as an individual, and that is what people are attracted to. So you definitely need to include a picture of you. Like I said, it can be a before and after picture, a picture of you with your Shakeology. What is she doing? Eating ice cream? Ah! I want some. It can be a sweaty selfie, or, just, it doesn't matter. Just so long as it's a picture of you. That's the most important thing. And there are so many different photo apps that you can use on your phone, on your iPad. I use Photofy a lot. Timmy, do you mind to type those in the chat thing so
Sure.
they can find those? Let's see if I use my iPad more than anything. But let's see, I even have this little thing. Yeah. So I use Photofy. WordSwag is a really good one. I use that one a lot. Those are my 2 main ones, Photofy and WordSwag. There's Rhonna, RHONNA. It's a fun one to use. That's just on your phone. So like if you are on the computer, I'm going to share my screen real fast and show you Canva. Canva's my jam. I love Canva. It's something I can only use this on the computer, but you can see these images that I've created. And it is so simple and easy to use. It is not hard to use, but Canva is one I use on the computer to create images. But mostly I just do it on my phone. Honestly, I just create my images through Rhonna or Photofy. And that's what every morning when you see me post, I've snapped a selfie, added some words to it, and then posted it with whatever was on my heart at that time. And so, these are free. I think I might have paid for Rhonna, but I don't actually use it that much. But WordSwag and Photofy are free. So that's it. You just kind of get used to taking pictures. I know that some of you guys have said that's kind of going to be the worst part for you, or the scariest part is the posting of the pictures. And I can say I relate. Like, I should someday go back through Facebook and share some of my first pictures because they were bad, like really bad. Like I remember we were redecorating something, and so everything was moved around, and I took a picture of like my bedroom, just my bedroom. I wasn't in my bedroom. It was just a picture of me in my bedroom, and my furniture was all squished together. And I was talking about how I was making time to work out even with everything in disarray. And it just, like, if you saw that picture, you would have not stopped to read what I had to say. So, I mean, like, don't feel like you have to be just perfect at taking pictures. You kind of just figure out what your style is, honestly. I mean, Timmy and I were kind of talking about this. Our styles are different. Like Timmy always takes a picture. Your hair always looks so good. What's up with that? It never looks good. And so Timmy always just, she's always bright and smiling, and she's being funny. And I mean, like, she's just so, I don't know, you draw people in with your pictures for sure. But, you just kind of figure out what your style is, and we're all different. But the biggest thing would be, include a picture. The picture needs to have your face in it, because that is definitely what people are attracted to. Do you have any comments on that, Timmy? Any advice?
I mean, I would say, now I'm teasing it up all the time, but I will admit my first, hey, I'm gonna coach, I was just as nervous. And like I said, I started in January, and we sit down as a family and we talk about what we did last year and what our goals are for this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the kids and we fill out this little thing. And my goal was to share things that helped me and worked for me, which I didn't realize it at the time, but that was just like sharing. I wanted to share more about my story and stuff like that. So I took a picture of that sheet, and that was my thing. And I circled on it something about my goal was to share more with others. So I'm sharing with you what worked for me, and I'm starting to be a Beachbody coach too. So I totally get not wanting to, do a picture and stuff like that, but it really does help people connect with you. Just like in the challenge groups, if you see that person and you can cheer them on and you see their face, you connect with them so much more. At least, I do.
Yeah.
So it's a, nervous thing where I say at first, if you are, take a picture of your food, I say get your kids involved, because like my boys photobomb it in the back, and I get like the most like interest because the boys are back there doing something silly. And so it's just, the focal point's really not on me. They're checking out what's behind me. So
yeah, that's good. That's good advice. So you're going to post your coach announcement. Honestly, I think that typically the best times to post those types of things for me personally are like Sunday evenings or Mondays, because people are kind of thinking about the weekend and what they did on the weekend, and maybe they're feeling blah. But obviously this weekend is the 4th of July. So nobody's going to be thinking about eating clean or going to join a challenge group. So I would definitely, and we'll post about this Monday and Tuesday and help you guys. But I would say you a good time to post would be Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, because people are going to be thinking about all the food that they ate over the weekend and kind of be ready to get back on track and kind of on a sugar low and, just feel really bad. So your coaching announcement is also going to be an invite to our first challenge group. I have one starting on July 18th that you guys will invite to. And so that, Timmy, when does yours start?
I'm looking, I think it's right before yours on the 11th.
The 11th. Okay. I typically do mine on the second Monday. But with the holiday, I just pushed it back a week just to give myself some time. But you're going to post it when most people are online. So if you go into Facebook and you look over to the right, let me show you. If you look over to the right, you see all these people with the little green dots beside their names. The green dots mean they're online. So there's a lot of people online right now. Like right now, seems like it would be a really good time to post. But you're going to post it during high traffic times. And that just means when the most people are online. So if you look at that when you're in your Facebook page, for me, it's usually like my workout posts get a lot of traction if I post them before 6:30 a.m. And like my challenge group invites and stuff get a lot of traction either at 9 in the morning or around 8:30 at night. Right now it's 10 after 9. So that seems like it'd be a good time. But you're going to post it and you're going to ask people, and like I said, we're going to give you the wording, so don't worry about that. But you're going to ask people.
Rachel,
Yeah.
I see Emily has a dog in it. If you're nervous about your pictures, add your dog to any of your pictures. That's because people love seeing parts of you that is just not you about stuff. So like I'll get like my little dog, I can never get her out, but I'm always like coaxing her out, trying to get her out, because people like to see the dogs and the kids and stuff like that. So, and sometimes you can kind of just, like she's kissing on him and loving on him. It's just a good thing to help bring in more interaction. Cause I know those pictures are like a big scare for a lot of my coaches.
Yeah. That's a good idea. That's a good point. So you're going to, when you post it, like I said, you're going to ask people to either like or comment. Like I got a lot of likes and, a lot of people that said, good job, way to go, but I didn't get anybody that said, I want to join your challenge group. But, and you're either probably going to get a lot of that, or sometimes people just get nothing at all. So when you post your coaching announcement, if you get zilch, like nothing, just silence, don't freak out and think that's the end of the world, because that happens a lot. I actually had people that would message me, but they never even liked my post or commented or anything. So, what we're going to teach you as coaches is just consistency and inviting, consistency and posting that workout picture. And that's what the compound effect is all about. It's talking about those small things that you do every day that compound and make you successful. Well, it's the same thing with coaching and posting. So I promise in the beginning, I posted my coach announcement, and then the next morning I worked out and I posted my workout selfie, and I got like nothing. Nobody liked it. Nobody said anything. And like for the longest time, like I didn't think people were watching me at all. And I thought, why am I doing this? I'm looking like an idiot and nobody even cares, But people are there, and I promise they're watching you, because I would start to get little messages. Like I would get messages from people saying, you know what, your workout, that made me, I saw it this morning. I got up off the couch and I worked out. Are you going to bed? You could. I can't tonight, baby. I'll come and give you a kiss though. I love you. Okay. But anyway, so like don't like base your worth or your value as a coach on whether or not people like your post or comment. Okay. That's my biggest piece of advice. But so when you post your coaching announcement, you're either going to get a little, a lot, I don't know. We'll see. But usually you should get something. But people will contact you. I'll tell you, they'll contact you and ask you about the challenge group. And my second piece of advice is don't start spewing information. Don't be like, oh, you need a challenge pack. Here, go to my website, look through there. You're going to drink Shakeology. People are going to be like, what is Shakeology? So don't start spewing information. Just go slow. And what I suggest you do is you start to ask questions. So if somebody says, I'm interested in the challenge group, I usually say, okay, great. I'm really glad you want to know more. Let me start with asking you why are you interested in the challenge group? Do you want to lose weight? Are you wanting to learn to eat clean? What's your goal? And that opens a door, that like opens the floodgates, and people usually start talking. And so I go through a process of asking questions. If they say, I want to lose weight, my next question is, okay, are you doing anything right now to lose weight? Or what type of exercise do you like? Do you like cardio? Do you like low impact? Do you like weights? And so I just have this progression, and I have a really good image that I share with my coaches in Coach Basics that kind of takes you through the conversation process and like some questions that I ask. And so there are objections usually. People say, well, I don't have time to work out, or I don't have money for Shakeology, or, I don't want to drink my meal. And so, I go through that conversation and I handle objections there. And then once I suggest a workout program, they say they want to do it. I explain what the challenge group is. Then I'm ready to send them the challenge pack link, which we showed you. But when people have objections, and you're going to get objections, it's just part of it. I don't like at first I kind of did this, but my coach really taught me not to. I didn't just like close out the conversation and say, okay, that's it. They don't want to join my challenge group. I always respond with, I get it. I understand. Shakeology sounded expensive to me at first too. I didn't buy it. Like, honestly, I didn't buy Shakeology at first. I just bought the 21 Day Fix. It took me about 3 months before I decided to try Shakeology. And I tell people that. I tell them that, but I also tell them, but I was stuck. I was still tired. I was working out and I was eating clean, but I still needed, and my body just needed something. And everybody was talking about Shakeology and how great it was and how great they felt. And so I just decided I was craving sweets still. And I explained, I just figured it's worth a try. There's a money back guarantee. And so I decided to go for it. And I started to replace one meal a day with Shakeology, and it worked. What people were saying was true. It helped me. It was fast. I used to stop and eat a chicken biscuit and a Diet Coke for breakfast every morning, and I tell people that. And I say, but now I just mix my Shakeology. It's like 3 minutes and out the door. Not even 3 minutes. It doesn't take that long. I mix it and I go, and it curbs my cravings and it fills me up until I have my morning snack. I tell people it's a meal replacement. A lot of people are going to think Shakeology is a protein shake, and it's not. It's a meal replacement. And so you have to explain that to people. And I tell them, I didn't add anything to my budget. Really, I stopped and spent $6 on a chicken biscuit and a Diet Coke every morning, and my Shakeology costs less than $4, so it just kind of makes sense for me. And it helps my sweet cravings. It gives me more energy, and it just makes sense. And so that's kind of a conversation that I would have with someone. And I do tell people, I'm like, if you want to try it for 30 days and see for yourself, I think you should. There's a money back guarantee. If you hate it, if you don't feel better, you get your money back. And if they still say no in that conversation, if they still say no, I don't check them off my list. Like, I don't just close out that conversation for forever. I just say, okay. Actually, I always offer to help them in some way. I always say, well, I understand if you don't want to join the challenge group, that's fine. But, I post healthy recipes here all the time. I don't mind to share a meal plan with you if you want one, or you can go to my blog and find some recipes. I always offer something, because I don't want anybody to think that I am just here to make a sale, because I'm not. I'm here to help people, and I really, really want to add value and help people in any way I can. So if people say no, I say, great, let me know if I can help you in some other way, and they keep watching. And I promise you that the number of people that have told me no and then ended up being a challenger later on is very large. That percentage is very large. And it just comes down to that consistency in sharing my story, and sharing challenger success stories, and sharing my success with these programs and with Shakeology, and sharing what this lifestyle has done for me. And so people say no, but a lot of times they come around after they watch you for a while, and they decide to join a challenge group. And if they say yes, that's where you enroll them with the challenge pack, and you help them get that ordered, and we put them in our challenge group, and we go from there. So that is kind of how I have a conversation with people. Timmy, do you have anything to add to that? Do you do anything differently?
No, I think just the thing is we just try too much, and it's kind of overwhelming to them. So, I mean, definitely you need to know what they need, because if they don't need any help with, nutrition or something like that, and you're offering some things, you just need to see, not everyone likes to. Right now I'm doing Insanity Max. Not everyone likes to do that, because they don't want to jump around and stuff. So you got to figure out what do they like, what they don't like, and then what have they tried before that hasn't worked for them. Right. So that's always a good one that I've said, what have you tried and hasn't worked? And it's definitely just trying to build that relationship and try to figure out what's going to work for them. Because my main goal is really so that they stick with it and stay with it. So I really do try to figure out, what would be the best thing. And to be honest, the 21 Day Fix just helps so much with other people trying to meal plan. And so that is a good one to start with.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so that's the conversation. So once they join a challenge group, you guys are welcome to start your own challenge groups in the beginning, but you're also welcome to do one or two with me or with Timmy. I know I didn't start my first challenge group. I just put my challengers in my coach's challenge group. And so the challenge group is where, if you're a brand new coach, the challenge group is where we help them meal plan. We help them. It's an accountability place. It's a place for them to come and to post and to share what they're doing, what's working, to rate their day, and to kind of keep them on track. Every morning in the challenge group, I share a motivational post with some tips, some information. Mine include prayer and scripture. And so it's just a place for them to be part of a community, to start their healthy lifestyle and to stick with it. Like Timmy said, we want to help people stick with it long term. We don't want to help them lose 20 pounds and then just say, okay, you did great, bye. We want to help them to continue and to make it a lifestyle change. And we do that through challenge groups. So team up with me or your sponsor coach. Mine starts, like I said, July 18th, and any people can join a challenge group with any fitness program and Shakeology. I do require a challenge pack to join my challenge group for many reasons. One, because that is, I know that they work. I know that the programs work, that Shakeology works, that my challengers have. I've allowed quite a few people into a challenge group without the challenge pack, and they fall off. They don't do it. They just don't do it. They don't stick with it. Shakeology gives you that energy that helps with cravings, and my challengers just have way more success with it. And I know that it's a tool that's going to help them. And so it's a requirement for the most part. Now, if somebody just throws up when they drink it or something, something odd like that, I'll work with them. But I do require a challenge pack, and it's also one of the goals. So that's one of your goals every month, is to help 3 people get started with the challenge pack. And so, it helps me meet my business associated goals. And so that is required. So we create a group. I usually run one a month. I don't usually run more than that because I can't handle it. But we will put them in the group, and we'll run it together. So essentially, you'll post your coaching announcement. You'll invite to that July 11th or July 18th group, and you're gonna post that coaching announcement. And then the next day, you're gonna get up, you're gonna work out, and you're gonna back it all up with a workout post. You're gonna get up and you're gonna post about your workout. And that is how you start becoming an advertisement for your challenge groups. It's how you back up. It's how you gain credibility, is just honestly through those daily posts, by being proof that the products work. And that's how we use social media to run our business. So you've launched your business, you've got a challenge group scheduled. The next question is, how do I find people? How do I find people to invite to my challenge group? If I post my coaching announcement and nobody responds, how do I find people? Which I doubt that's going to happen. But like I said, you just essentially lead by example. We're going to kind of help you figure out what we call your niche. Or figure out, what type of person do you attract? What type of person is attracted to you, Emily, or to you, Timmy, and so for me, it's like people 25 to 45, usually young moms or moms with, actually lately I've attracted an older group of women, but it's definitely women, and definitely women with kids mostly who are busy. And so I post a lot about quick meals, about 30-minute workouts. I talk about, I share family-friendly recipes, things that kids will eat, ideas for kids' foods. And we're going to kind of help you figure out, what are the things that you should be posting about. And we don't post just about fitness and food. We want to be more about, obviously Timmy and I both, our faith is very important to us. She's a baseball mom, right? Football, sorry. My kids are still young, but they play baseball. We swim a lot. We do, I do family Friday night movie night. That's something that I'm very consistent and we post about. And so just kind of figure out 4 or 5 things that are important to you. If you're a runner, that's something. If you're a teacher, do you have pets? Do you love to scrapbook? I don't know, just kind of come up with 4 or 5 things that you will post about on a consistent basis so people can learn who you are. And so we definitely lead by example, and we post and we share about ourselves, and we post about these things. Your workout post should definitely always be one of those posts, one of your 3 to 5 posts during the day. You can talk about family, friends, things that you do, but we definitely encourage you to post 3 to 5 times a day. And that sounds like a lot, It did to me at first anyways, for somebody who never posted on social media except pictures of my kids. But you kind of just get into this routine and it gets fun, sharing things that are important to you. And it's how you gain a following. So like Timmy, you post, like you've been doing some really, really neat stuff lately. Like you do that, the workout hack move thing. I can't remember what you call it, but
I call it hack. Yeah.
Hack. Yeah. And you are a baker. So you talk about how to make kind of cleaner, options, of things that you used to love to eat. And it's just how people get to know who you are and to trust you and to, they start to follow you because you're consistent with sharing interesting things or helpful things. And I will tell you that when you will hear us say over and over and over to add value to people's lives. Maybe you share a clean eating recipe. Maybe you share I share a lot how to meal prep, how to plan for my week. I share a lot of things, scriptural based and encouragement and things that way. So we definitely seek to add value and for people to kind of get to know who we are, to gain credibility. Because if I invite somebody to a challenge group and they go to my Facebook page and I'm like eating a Big Mac and like, drinking Coke and just, I don't say a word about clean eating or fitness, they're going to be like, what? I'm not going to join her challenge group. So that's how you back up what you're inviting people to do with you. And that's why the posting is so important. So, just kind of figure out some things that are important to you, and just start by posting those. But your workout picture should be one of them, for sure. And then you just kind of build on it from there. You have anything to add to that, Tim?
No, that's about it. I mean, I guess the biggest thing, and I think probably all of us, it's not like you find what you want to post about right away. And it takes a while for you to kind of figure out, and you do different things. And then you finally feel like, what is your groove? So, I mean, whenever you're doing it, I mean, I tried all kinds of different things, and I just kind of now feel kind of comfortable about it. So don't get discouraged about not knowing exactly what you want to post. I know like recipes is just a really good one because you're showing and sharing that you're trying to do better. So that was always a good one.
And, Ashley is a new coach and she has a 5-week-old baby. So, I mean, she's probably not going to be talking about how to go to the ballpark and choose clean eat. She's going to be talking about how do I fit my workout in with a baby that wakes up every 2 or 3 hours, or, how do I plan my meals so that when I get caught off guard by the baby being sick or crying, I could just grab something and know it's there instead of raiding the cookie jar. Your life will dictate what you post. So this week though, so that's a lot of information that we've thrown out with you. But one thing, the main things that we want you guys to take away from this are the 3 vital behaviors, which are 4. Sorry, there's 4 now. But being proof that the products work. And that comes through in your workout post. That comes through in you're going to post your coaching announcement and talk about what you're doing and inviting people to your first challenge group. The personal development, guys, like I did not read the Compound Effect for like my first 2 Coach Basics group. And I kept seeing people talk about it and stuff. And I was like, what? Why are they, I don't need to read that. But once I picked that book up and I started reading it, it changed my business. It changed my mindset. It really changed how I approached posting and things like that. And so that is really important. Get the Compound Effect if you don't have it and start reading. You can get the audio. You can listen to it on Audible or you can listen to it on a CD in your car, but that is such a game changer. But this first week, this first month, go into your Coach Online office, play around a little bit, print off your business activity tracker. That's going to give you, daily what you can do to what you need to do as a coach to move your business and get it going. Fill it out, put your name in there, put your rank, what your goal is. So by the end of the month, you may have a goal to earn like $200. You may have a goal to rank advanced to Emerald, which we'll talk about some more. You may have a goal to hit Success Club 5. Success Club 5 is, so for every challenge pack that you sell, which is a sale, I sound like a hick, sell. Is a challenge pack is a workout program and a 30-day supply of Shakeology. You get 2 points, 2 Success Club points. Okay. So say your mom signs up with the PIO challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points for that. So you want to hit Success Club 5. Success Club 5 that's helping 3 people. So if somebody buys just Shakeology on Home Direct, you get 1 point. So, but for the most part, we're going to hook people up with a challenge pack, which is a workout program in Shakeology. So you want to help 3 people. So your goal for your first month should be Success Club 5. So if 3 people order a challenge pack, that's Success Club 6, and you're there. Okay. So that would be one of your goals for your first month. You print off your business activity tracker, and we'll put it in the group too. I'll put a link to the PDF. Print it off, fill it out every week, and send it to us, your upline coach, or share it in the group or whatever. It's going to help you track what you're doing, and it's going to help you stay on track, and it's going to show you, like if you stop doing something for a week, you're probably going to see that result in your business. You're not going to have anybody, interested in challenge group, but go through that list. Like I said, personal development, spend 10 minutes there a day. Like seriously, like I'll listen to a National Wake Up Call, or I'll pick up a book that I'm reading and read it for 10 minutes, and that's it. Don't skip that part. But also track your contacts. So as you start to invite people to a challenge group, keep up with who you're inviting. Make notes beside their name, and excuse me, and keep up with who you're tracking so that you know who you've invited and who you need to follow up with, because that's going to be very important. But honestly, guys, like there's no secret sauce to being successful in this business. It's honestly just inviting and posting, even when you don't want to, being consistent there. It's having a thick skin, really, because being able to take some criticism. I've not had a lot of people that criticize me for being a coach. I'm thankful for that. But I have gotten snide comments about when we go out to eat, or we're in a group setting, people are like, oh, Rachel can't eat that. Or, like people have definitely looked at me and walked the other way at a grocery store, because I don't know, I can only assume they're going to think I'm going to judge them for what's in their cart. I really don't know, but I would do that. But just be willing to kind of put yourself out there, because it's worth it. I'll tell you, like all the uncertainty in the beginning, the not knowing what to post, the doing silly, strange workout posts, it's all paid off, because like I've been able to help people, and I've been able to build a business that I'm proud of. I've been able to it's really become kind of like a ministry for me, in a lot of ways. And so I'm thankful for it. But if you get this, people will say no. People are going to say no to joining your challenge group, but don't let that stop you. It doesn't take a lot of time to do those things that are on your business activity tracker. In the beginning, I honestly spent like an hour a day on this business, just kind of going through that list and, making sure I checked off and did those things. And it just happens. It just works. If you're consistent in doing those things, you'll be successful. You'll hit roadblocks, yes, and you'll have people that, you don't know how to answer their questions, but you learn by doing in this business, really just like anything else. And so that is our kickoff call. We're going to help you guys. And actually we can go ahead and start posting tomorrow, so you guys are ready to post your coach announcement if you want to. But we'll decide that. But that's our first call. We're going to do your coach announcement and get started that way and start inviting to challenge groups. And we're here. If I can stress that, we're not leaving you alone. We're going to give you invite scripts. We're going to give you posting scripts to help you get started. You take ours and make them your own. And we're going to help you step by step in this business. And every day, we're going to show up, and we're going to be here for you guys however you need us. So does anyone have questions? Let me see if I can unmute you guys. Unmute. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we said? Thank you, first of all, for being here and for listening to us talk. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions for us?
I think I need Timmy's phone number.
Do what?
I think I need Timmy's phone number.
Timmy's phone number. Okay.
Or just message me with it or whatever.
I will.
Okay. All right, guys. Timmy, do you have anything to add?
Not really. You did a great job covering it. Thank you for starting it for us so that I could go to football practice and swing on in.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited about who's in this group. And I want you to know, like, I pray for my coaches, and I pray for you guys as you go through this Coach Basics group. So if there's anything special that you need, like any special prayer or whatever, let me know, because I know the beginning is a little rocky, a little uncertain, but if you'll just trust us, if you'll trust us and do the things that we suggest you do, I think you'll see the benefit, and it'll be fun. It's fun too. We get to do a lot of cool stuff and get a lot of fun rewards too from Beachbody, but just helping people is the best part, and it's very rewarding. So, but we'll kick off and we'll get those coach announcements done, and we'll just start rocking it. Okay, guys?
All right.
All right. Good night.